possess a very unique power to evoke emotions, establish connection, and elicit emotional responses. Hey everyone, I'm Helia. Welcome to my channel. I like painting. I like painting portraits and things that capture my intrigue. And for today, I'm painting Felix from Stray Kids. So I'm a stay. I absolutely adore and admire the music, their craft, their art is all perfect. And can we just agree that they are the best at what they do? I mean, there's not a single song where I've been like, that's less than. No. All of their music, ever since their debut, is something that I've really enjoyed. I've really vibed with. I have loved dancing to. I have loved crying to, if that makes sense. And yes, Stray Kids everywhere, all around the world, you make Stray Kids stay. Love it. I'm gonna die. Strangely, I said that as a joke to one of my friends about something that excited me. I'm like, I'm gonna die. And he very concernedly looked at me and said, you have low self-esteem. Like, bro, that's not how it works. It's never mind. Weird interaction between Gen Z and millennials, and they just don't get it. I'm sorry, millennials, but you don't get it sometimes. And it's okay not to get it. Like, it's fine. Anyway, moving on. Stray Kids everywhere, all around the world, making Stray Kids stay. So, coming to the topic at hand today, I wanted to talk about what attracts us to certain voices, certain sounds, certain people, and how especially we are drawn to certain kind of voices. And who better than Felix? I mean, just listen.
Cooking like a chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin. 미의 정점을 찍고 눈에 보여 illusion. 모든 그냥 집어넣어. Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 maniac. 머리 아프다.
So, Stray Kids use amazing sounds and amazing music techniques, which I'm not very familiar with, but something called the anti-drop, which brings an element of surprise and hence, like, holds our attention, and it's just wow, right? Like, can I just put in an example of this right here?
Cooking like a chef.
So obviously it's no surprise that Stray Kids are amazing. But let's talk about how I am drawing this assumption based on my experience and things that I've heard about from other people's experience. Is that a lot of people were drawn to Stray Kids because of Felix's deep vocals going viral? And there might be a scientific reason to why that was something that drew a lot of people in. In the intricate tapestry of human connection, the allure of a voice can be a very captivating force, weaving its way through our emotions and perceptions. The voices possess a unique power to evoke emotions, establish connections, and elicit emotional responses. And hence, the role of voice transcends just mere communication, as it not only holds but it also carries the nuances of one's personality, emotions, magnetism, and it captivates our attention. So, at a biological level, science or research has told us that typically voices help us understand if a person is of a particular age, sex, and all of those biological markers can be put into play. However, that's just not it. Like, that's just not all of it. It also is great indicator of one's psychological and social aspects. So, a research done by Zuckerman and Miyake in 1993 talks about how voices allow us to infer about someone's personality. And how they said it was like, how we look at faces and perceive visuals in a particular way, like how someone's appearances kind of give us a hint into what they may be like, even if it turns out to be true or not, it just gives us a kind of a pre-mental set. This research says that that's exactly how we perceive voices. In a very similar way, we kind of create a perception of how a person may be based on their voice. Well, now I'm kind of wondering what you would think of me because you can only hear my voice. You can let me know in the comments if you have a particular image in mind. Okay, taking away the attention away from me now. Coming back to what I was talking about. So basically, what this information tells us that we look at very similar socially relevant information from voices as we do from faces. So it is often referred to, or like voices are often referred to as an auditory face. So is it me, or now I am just imagining a different face for a voice and a different face for a face? Does that even make sense? I don't know. It's okay. Let's just move on. So when our brain is computing or processing certain voices, it's giving it a different face. And because of our experiences in the world, we tend to categorize new information that we take in into previously set categories in our brain, which is called schemas or schematas, which are defined as mental categories used to group together objects, relations, events, abstractions, experiences, qualities that all have a common property. And in other terms, it's also called as concepts, notion of thinking that several things are related to one or another. So, when we are computing deeper voices, our brain processes them to be or categorizes them to be more confident, decisive, assertive. So there is obviously some kind of a biological allure to these qualities, right? We are attracted to someone who's decisive, someone who's confident, someone who's assertive. So you may see how biologically there is some allure that's physical and sexual towards the voices, but also there is a more wholesome part to it, which I would like to focus on. Deeper voices are also associated or related to being more comforting and relaxing. So, while I was researching about this, I was like, okay, why are they perceived to be more relaxing? Why are they more comforting? And I found something quite interesting. So, I was looking at a more vocal musical perspective, anyway, from like musicians perspective, and I found out that to create a deeper voice or deeper sound, a person needs to be relaxed and engaged in abdominal breathing to increase their vocal range. So, to speak in a deep voice or to sing in a deep voice or to create chest tones, you need to be relaxed. And I thought that that's quite interesting that when we are listening to sounds or voices that are coming from a person who's speaking at a relaxed state themselves, it makes sense why that is also exuding relaxation vibes or comforting vibes. I'm not sure if it's like completely making sense, but why I resonated with it a lot was because when we are doing breathing exercises just for like grounding or relaxing or even like yogic breathing, we tend to focus on the abdomen, right? We take deep inhale into our abdomen, relaxing the diaphragm, and we exhale out completely. And that kind of breathing allows relaxation, allows to bring in comfort and ease within your body. And research often says that when we are using our diaphragmatic breathing, when we are using our abdominal breathing, it increases our vocal range and allows us to access a deeper pitch. Which is also evident in the opposite, because when we are excited, we have a higher pitch. We get like our heartbeat also increases and we are able to like reach higher pitches. And while we are relaxed, when we are toning down, we are relaxing down, we are winding down, our heartbeat gets lower and we are able to tap into a more deep voice. Well, that is kind of a summary of how or why we are attracted to deep voices or certain type of voices, why they are often deep, because they can evoke a sense of relaxation and comfort within us. But I think why a lot of us are attracted to Felix's voice, one, because of the deep depth, losing my train of thoughts here, because of the voice, is also his sunshine charm and beautiful personality. So charming, so funny, so amazing.
I prefer chicken. And chicken has meat in it. Like
I've been buying a lot of fruits. For example, like carrots and cucumbers, and also yogurt.
So that was a very unnecessary deep dive into attraction of voices, because why not? I wanted to justify why I like deep voices. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I just wanted to be scientific. Okay, don't call me out. But I would really like to know what kind of voices are you guys attracted to? Or which was that musician for you that their voices just blew your minds and just got you into their music because of the way that they were singing, the way that they were presenting themselves in their music. Let me know. I would love to know what catches your attention, and I would also like to know what got you into Stray Kids, if you listen to Stray Kids. And if you don't listen to Stray Kids, I highly recommend, because their music will bring some kind of a joy in your life for sure. And if it doesn't, to each their own. Well, I'm gonna end it here, you guys, and I just want to say that even though there is research and scientific reasoning to a lot of things, there are always going to be exceptions, and we all have individual preferences which we need to value as well. I mean, they are valid and valuable. Okay, so here is the final portrait of Felix from Stray Kids. I hope you liked my video. And if you like this kind of content where I just talk about stuff while I paint, please consider dropping in a like. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any criticism, that's also perfect. I hope you guys have an amazing time in the rest of your remaining day. Any and all support, any engagement with this post is so deeply appreciated. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Okay, thank you. Bye.